Good morning, Botai. Last week we were speaking about some of the halachot of Seuda Shelisheet, most preferable thing to hold it with, as opposed to other things, bread, mizanot, b'chule. A very, very common occurrence during the winter of Botai is as follows. What would be the halacha if a person, let's say it's getting close to Shki'ah, you prayed mincha, and now it's just about Shki'ah, or even right after Shki'ah, before, it's still Ben Hashmashot, before Tzedek Chavim, you're allowed to sit down and do Netilat Yadayim, and eat bread, and have as long a Seuda as you want, because once you kovea Seuda on bread, Havdalah does not play a role. You can finish your meal as necessary, as long as it takes you. The question is, what happens if you're not having bread? What happens if you're one of those that says, I'm too full, I want to have mizonot, I want to have fruits. If you're eating it before Shki'ah, beseder. But now what happens when Shki'ah comes? Don't forget, on Motzei Shabbat, the Gemara Meforeshet, Masechet Pesachim Daf Kuf He, the Gemara says that once Shki'ah on Motzei Shabbat comes, that creates a chiyuv of Havdalah, and you're not allowed to eat before Havdalah. So now if you're eating Seuda Shelisheet, Ketikna, fine. But if you're eating mizonot and fruit and stuff like that, what would be the halacha? Be'emet, Daruch HaShulchan, in Siman Resh Tzaditet, he says Meforash that the halacha is that you would not be able to eat mizonot at Shki'ah. You're done. You would lose Seuda Shelisheet because now the Chovav Havdalah kicks in, no more. Many poskim hold like that also. Are going to be Moshe Levi in Menuchat Ahava. Many poskim concur. It would seem to be a machloket how to understand the Gemara in Pesachim Kuf He. There's a machloket Rishonim. I'm just trying to condense it a little bit because the Gemara just says if a person was drinking wine, he has to stop until he makes Havdalah, then he can continue. The question is that Davka drinking, what about foods? Foods is okay because that's more of a kaviyut, or do we say anything that's not a motzi is not a kaviyut? La'alacha ul-ma'aseh, Maran Tikkun V'Racha, in Chazon Ovadia, Shabbat, Chelek Bet, rules that if a person did not eat Seuda Shelisheet, and mizonot is going to be his Seuda Shelisheet, the halacha is even after Shki'ah, a person is allowed to sit down and eat mizonot, and use that as his Seuda Shelisheet. He's got to make a hard stop at Tzedek Chavim, which is about 15 or so minutes later. Stop right there. But he only extends this heter to mizonot, not fruit, not other foods. So that's with regards to that, Rabotai. So it's kedai, especially now during the winter, to be careful about this issue. Have a wonderful day.